Yo, sorry about that. I got water in my eye while I was drinking some water, so that was a bit of a clown of me. But yeah, welcome back. Today, we will be looking through the new event that released. Seaside Summer School with You 2, Marine Resort Crisis. So I'm not entirely sure if this is a sequel to the first Seaside event or a sequel to Envari Falls. It seems to be a sequel to both. But yeah, that's... Sorry again for keeping you late all this time. Let's just go ahead and jump right in. How embarrassing. But yeah, I woke up kind of late. Actually, I woke up on time, but I probably should have scheduled this later if it had such stringent time between that and when I streamed. So I did actually go ahead and finish some of the intro quests, but not all of them because there's that stupid thing. I probably should have just done this one, the Prerequisite battle quest. There's no reason for me to do it in stream. I guess I'm just a bit tired and I didn't realize. But before that, let's go ahead and quickly review the new banner. So my camera position is a bit weird today. I was readjusting it and I didn't know how to get back to normal. So if I seem a bit smaller than usual, now you know. So there's only one banner, no AR banner. And there's 4 new units on banner as well as 1 new unit in the item exchange as well as the drop reward. So we have Arslan and Dagon as our 5s as well as Gurunbursti and Behemoth as our 4s. The ones you'll probably want to snag the most is Arslan as well as Behemoth, because I don't really understand Dagon or Golden Bursti's niche in terms of what they bring you to the table. So to summarize, Golden Bursty has a turn 1 magic range charge and extended movement, kind of like Sasagwa. Other than that, I don't really see why else you'd use them. I mean, no one really used Sasagwa in the end, so. Besides that, we also have Dagon, who has some flat damage effects going on. It's not super high. None of his effects are countdown level of flat damage. It's more around 2,000 damage for it, or on lifesteal, on face star, return start. It's a bit weird, and I don't know why he ended up as a 5-star with that kit. But it is nice that we have Dagon as a variant now, because he is normally limited with his base versions. So that is quite strange, but, we'll take it. So, Triton and Jean stands rejoice. He'll probably have a variant sometime too, just because Dagon exists now as a variant. Next off, we have Behemoth. So, Behemoth actually brings something brand new to the table. Well, not exactly brand new, but more like something a long time overdue, which is another type of Christmas Ryota. We had a lot of damage-wide board buffers, board-wide damage buffers rather, as well as board wipers and column clears. A lot of new standards, but Christmas Ryota has pretty much existed in a vacuum of his utility for hyper-amping someone's charge. And now we finally have Behemoth, who is a 4-star only, and who can do it at a much more generous range of 1 square round to bestow 50 CP. So definitely quite nice if you snag Behemoth, because he's probably the one that brings the most new to the table, and it's quite a strong effect too. If you have Christmas Ryota, it's probably not as important to get Behemoth, but if you're really tight on space after bringing Ryota, then Behemoth might be your guy. Yeah, Christmas Ryota sucks going down after that, for sure. And lastly, we have Arslan, who is just kind of like Summer Akia Gongen in terms of his only thing is pretty much just big damage for the first few turns of every phase because of his damage amps. Unlike Akia Gongen though, he has even more damage amps. I believe he has crit and crit plus, which are both guaranteed or guaranteeable. He also has a break effect within his snipe column. The issue with that is it's 80%, so it's not really guaranteeable. I don't think it has any rate up effects. I'm just speaking the truth here, Prisma. I'm not necessarily, hyping Behemoth as a character up. But anyways, I already have Christmas Ryota, and I have plenty of column clear, so I think I'll just minimally spend my tickets here. This banner is if you have Christmas Ryota and if you have column clears, is a bit of a flop, to be honest. But I'm still gonna pull a tiny because why not? So 3 tickets. Let's do this. Who am I hoping for? I I don't know. I guess Behemoths would be okay, although then I would have to skill seize them. I don't know if I do that. And then there's also Arslan, so pretty much just 2 units I focused on. But again, I have plenty of common clears, especially with Fushi and other units such as. Alright, let's do this. 3 tickets. Hey, Kushi, cutie. Do I have a pull made? No, I can make one quickly right now. I forgot to make one half the time because it's like... it doesn't even show up on my side on OBS, so I just sort of... And it can't even publish after the fact either. But sure, I'll throw in a poll right now. Engage with my audience, start a poll. Who want... Bunga Bunga. We'll have Arsalan. And then we'll have Dagon, and then we'll also have what's it called? I don't know, the new 4s. And then lastly we'll have what's this called? Oh yeah, I didn't even talk about the new unit in the item exchange as well as the drop rewards. Have I claimed my 20,000 FP yet? No, I have not. I'll check the item rewards in a sec, but let me finish off these rewards. So, or rather, let me finish off these pulls. 2 more. I'm muted. Sorry. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, there you go. The poll's back up, and there are 10 shop tickets. There are? I didn't even check the rewards yet. I'll check it in a second. You're going to do a customary 10 pull and clear out the boost and seeds, but the game decided to give you almost every done banner. Jesus Christ. Meanwhile, my stream is acting a bit sluggish. But I didn't get anyone, so... What an unfortunate outcome of events. Oh well. Anyway. Yeah, sorry, I forgot to read most of these comments. I'll just... It's not that I'm ignoring them, it's just... Some of them are way past too late to read now. So I'll go ahead and continue the quest right now. It seems to feature... Not apparently there's a new shark enemy. I'm not sure if that's actually obtainable or not. I saw an image of him. It was kind of funny. And it seems we'll be bringing Reprobus as well as a few of the other units. So I can talk about the other, or the discount unit rather, Reprobus, as we wait for this to load super slowly. You got Jack all on your rolls. Would have been nice to have either 4 since I like them, but I kind of don't care about this banner much, honestly. Yeah, this banner is a big skip. There's nothing particularly new in it. I mean, even if you like the units, I don't know. One of them is Arslan. Does anyone really like Arslan? He's such a strange option for a 5-star. Dagon's a big win though, but his kid is Megadoodoo. Without event units, you can reach until 210% with friend support for farming quests. Yeah, you can get pretty decent bonus from this event just because every summer skin unit is featured as well as every AR, so that's nice. So I don't feel too bad about not getting any units with my 3 tickets. How can I not banner clear with 3 tickets even though there are 4 units? I can't believe this. It's unfair. LifeWonders needs to up the rates. No baby shark, bad daddy. Wish I had gotten Behemoth instead of Golden Bursty, because I want to level seed Kirito, and that's going to take a lot of generic boosts. I mean, there's always the dungeon. You posted coin calculations in Discord, by the way. Oh, for the efficiency for the trade? Sure, thank you for that, Erita. I don't usually do coin scuffles personally, but that's good for anyone else who's reading this in chat now. And I definitely should have done this quest before the stream, because apparently it does not matter. And also the loading is super late. But if I did do it before stream, then you guys would have waited even longer. So, sorry guys. This is top 10 preparation from yours truly. Praise Behemoth more. You'll have to wait for a year or 2 for that. We'll have to see his actual translation before I understand if he's redeemed or not. Does my reputation for disliking Behemoth precede me or something? But yeah, it's like Behemoth himself, I heard in his research profile that, what's it called? He supposedly was able to control his powers with the help of beast tamers. So maybe he's not gonna be as much of a walking loser in this event. We'll just have to see though. The shark is cute, if not. Mention the sharp teeth. Oh, I didn't even see the full sprite. My bad. But the shark is definitely channeling that sand dragon, except being a bit cuter. You just pulled 20 and got the new 5-star dragon plus a few old 4-star variants. Yeah, this is definitely a banner where you're like, yay, if you get the 5-star Dagon, because I do not know what's up with this kit. It's okay. What Dagon does have going for him is on arrival attack up, but then you gotta remember Welcome Mugen exists, so you can give both attack up and brawn, and also concentration in subsequent phases board wide. So it's like, Dagon, what are you doing? No battle for this one, I guess. Really, how many stones for that 3 Arslan do you? I didn't spend too much stones. Actually, I didn't spend any stones for this banner, but I did get an Arslan due for this. 100 stones and 24 tickets, AC. The funny quest, huh? But yeah, this event, I'm kind of already sleeping over. It's somewhat intriguing that they bring Dagon back, but other than that, it doesn't really have a character that I care about. Behemoth dislike aside, I don't really care about Arslan. I definitely don't care about Golden Buxty. He was one of the units that upset me on release, just vaguely, not super strongly, but you know, his existence in New Year's denied us of a proper boar furry, a new boar rather, and instead we got this human that is okay, sure. And who's the other one again? The other 4 in this banner? Behemoth, I don't care about Behemoth. And Dagon himself, I don't really care about Dagon. I know Dagon's quite popular, but for me, he never really clicked with me. I only wanted him just because of the limited effect, but other than that, he's something else, just like Triton at home. And I didn't really like Triton that much either. Oh boy, my voice is quite rusty today. Have I noticed Dagon's guild? He's in the Wiseman, so they're slowly but surely adding people on that guild. I don't know if it'll be meaningful. They last time added Nodens into the Wiseman guild, and that literally did not make sense at all, based on the story of Nightglows, since Nodens just killed almost everyone and then caused the end of the world almost. And there was no actual Wiseman in the story in the end, as a guild anyways. There was just Duo by himself. You heard that Behemoth is good. Won't you try to get him? I already pulled a few tickets, 3 tickets. And that's as far as I'm going, because as long as I have Christmas Ryota, which admittedly is a worse version of Behemoth right now, but Christmas Ryota gets the job done for my purposes, just to Shiva blow everything up. And the only quest I use him him for right now really is for token grinding in dungeons, which I will probably never do again given the new level cap increase. When you saw Dog Boy, I was not excited for this event. Oh yeah, I keep on forgetting to talk about Reprobus. Okay, I swear this time I'll talk about him. Unless Behemoth can redeem himself in this event, I would like Behemoth to play well. Yeah, possibly. Alright, we are now going to be starting with reviewing the quests to see if there are differences in size. Fuck yeah! White quests are dead forever. Fuck white quests. We'll never see white quests again. I have a feeling they'll never release units that will be good for wide quests. Just board wipers and conquerors. There'll never be like a wide map meta that would be special just for that and not calm maps or wide maps. They don't want to bother programming magic units that are super strong for them because they might as well be calm clears or something. Can use both though. I was saving to fund up for a Christmas tree run. Yeah, that's actually probably the main thing I'm saving up for. There's not really any other unit or potential variants out there that I'd really want. What about a level cap increase? They increased the level cap recently to plus 20, so that's why you're seeing right now some people are already going past to level 87 or 86 here. I actually do not remember the attributes, so I'm gonna review them real quick. Let's see, I need to go to the website. Housamo. Actually, I have it open in another window. Let's see. Arsalan is Valiant and Dagon is Nether. I don't know which one boosts which. So let's go to the info page to confirm that. It seems that Dagon boosts the first item. Okay. You may have already... Okay, that comment got deleted halfway through reading it. Sure, Erta. Arslan is melons, dragon is sharks. I'm gonna presume the first one you mean is going to be Dagon. I don't know why I picked Infernal instinctually. He's Nether. People really want Arsalan? Really? I mean, I guess it's the pickings aren't too hot in this anyways. I ended the poll by accident last time just because fucking for some reason the poll's options for me is in French, so I didn't realize that would terminate the poll if I closed it. Okay, so to confirm, let's see. This is not the right team. This is the right team. Event bonus. We're gonna be using H's new Evo for at least a little bit before. I'm gonna have to change up my team once I squeeze in what's his face. Reprobus? Yeah, that's it. I think this team is fine. Okay, let's do this.
おいらがついてるよ。おお、人し反抗的だな。ネオス反抗等しく沈め反抗的入れ食いだ。慈悲を逃さぬよ。ネオ反抗等しく沈反抗的だな。
Okay, the music's a bit better later, but that beginning was a bit odd. It's okay. Don't know how I feel about it. It's not bad. It's not incredible either. Kind of reminds me of a Crash Bandicoot music, honestly. I believe they made Dog Boy a worse version of the Yamasachi Eco. I can totally believe that. They have this obsession with making shop units absolute shite and unusable until they decide to give them a very amazing Evo, unless you're Yule. Or C3. Actually, I need to confirm super quickly what item do I need to get for Reprobate. Okay, I need the other item. Might as well start with the other quest then. C3 is totally meta. Don't you have better defensive units by now? From the free shop? Like, even Arachne post Evo would be better defensively, wouldn't she? You saw Boar Boy Bulge, it looks like how female would put stuff in their bra to make it bigger. But he did a shitty job, it looks like he put balloon in his pants. It doesn't look natural or believable. I see. People still use C3. Erta uses C3 because he does no gacha runs where he completes the main quest only using free units that you don't need to use stones or tickets for. Okay, we will use the same unit, I guess. I don't know. I'm uninspired by these ARs. Wait. Why am I picking Dagon? Cease! We are now switching to Arsalan. Goro ain't available in Anvari's shop yet. Actually, it's finally done, right? What's it called? Virtual Summer Merry. Can someone confirm for me if Yamasachi Hiko finally moved to Anvari's shop? Oh, so what was I looking for? Oh yeah, Valiant type Arsalan. Probably not, because I feel like I'd see that in the news along with, you know, the fact that the quests would have gone to the Tower of Babel, but who knows? I mean, you guys can know, but not me, I'm streaming. Very good. Fully maxed rank EXP mounts. And now I'm gonna switch to my lore quest team that is exactly the same because I'm OCD. Yeah, this should be fine. I think they might do it next maintenance because the old item exchange is still running. Oh, okay. Oh, for any stragglers out there to submit their items. So I did say Arsalan's damage is really big, but I never actually did the damage calculation for it. So it'll be nice to actually confirm it. I don't think he has any buff overlap with Eita or Welcome against, so his damage amp sources should be just himself. Also, can we put someone in the middle column so we can see his damage? Oh, that's what he's saying? Diving? Okay, let's see that damage. 32, 140, yeah, 560 even with that charge. Pretty good. Looking at the poll, I feel so bad for Dagon. Oh well. Actually, do we have enough resources to get one copy now? Probably. Okay, for realsy this time, I'll talk about Repropus. I keep on forgetting, for the millionth time, to comment on him. So we'll quickly modify our teams, and that means I'll probably have to throw out Eita now. Strictly because of team space, even though this team is functional. We'll modify both teams. Both teams are exactly the same, there is no point for me to modify. Okay. What is this type? New unit is Ether. And if he's Ether, but he probably can't be replacing anyone in the back, then I need to replace probably Smoky God. My guaranteed rates though. I hate this. Our purpose is going to be contributing so much to this. Do I want to quick level Repropus? Is there any reason to? Let's see if we can get by without leveling him. Even though he's in front slot. Nah, we should level him at least to 35 because level 1 stats are truly trash. At least with 35 you can make an argument of amping it up to do something. Use 3 stars. This problem isn't just that, it's also just like available room in the front. God, look at all this trash I have. I'll need to get rid of that eventually. You know what, let's get rid of it right now. I hope you enjoy watching my stream as I use trash boosts that don't match on the trash unit. You mean this variant is probably your favorite Bombard, but the only real competitor for the spot is Kirito. Yeah, Kirito's quite pretty. I said pretty for some reason. He's quite slick, but yeah, I feel like we ranked one bomb really high. Oh yeah, it was Jormungandr. I believe in Artilus we got an S rank. I mean, I didn't rank him that high, but everyone else seems to like him that much, so sure, if you say so. The dog's bad, yes. Even fully upgraded, he isn't going to contribute much. You're right, but also, he's just gonna have a bunch of buffs either way. Not his own, but he's gonna have Wakamugans as well as Eitas. So, he'll do something. What guild am I using? I'm using the Invaders right now. So even if Repropus doesn't clear, it should have been Smoky. But Wakan will still have that damage amp himself. And you don't have Ardor from Eita, but whatever. It's probably enough. Maybe. Yeah, his ability is to give everyone the ability to self-bestow evasion guaranteed before being hit, but only when he dies. And that's like his big thing. He also has some damage amps when he charges, but like, he has to be hit quite a few times for that, and I don't have the patience to get hit a million times. Don't worry, I'm not gonna bother limit breaking or anything right now. Because all his abilities suck. But even with 3,000 attack, honestly 3,000 attack at level 35 is pretty good. Even if his rates suck. We're not limit breaking right now though. So at 3,000 attack, he should be able to get amped somewhat decently with Walk-On as well as Eita. Anyway, we will now continue with these quests, and we'll just return back to the first set. Now that we have Repropus. Amazing. Eita is still meta. I didn't have to get rid of him. Someone clip this later for Harvey so that we can definitively prove that the Eita meta is here after he's got his recent Evo. His Evo is actually really nice. And it works well with Smokey too, since he normally does nothing besides giving the Super Glint. Alright, time to switch our rates again, back to Dagon and Nether. What AR am I hoping to see on Dagon? Okay, is this gonna load or what? Jeez. Nothing in particular, honestly. None of them are boosters, so I do not care at all. So we're gonna go ahead and copy this team to the front, even though it doesn't matter, just in case I decide to switch them around for whatever reason. And we have all the boosters, and that should be fine. Okay, let's see how much damage Reprobus actually does with all these hyper carries helping us. The new dog is ugly, that's all I have to say. Goodbye, Era. Okay, Joe. I'm kind of switching between he's cute and I hate him. It's weird. Like, I hate him because I'm forced to use a shit kit, and also because he's like just a one tiny step above Kimono Mimi, which I also hate. That being, he's just a dog head with a regular human body. But then I also like him because his dog head's pretty cute, and also I read up his lore, his original writing for Saint Bernard / Reprobus, and he straight up it says he's a human with a dog head, which is very bizarre for Christian, the Christian dogma. If you have any sort of mythological painted character like that, because these are saints we're talking about, they're humans, and then just talking about the saint have the dog head. That's so bizarre. Those actually have a very high attack set, almost as good as Beat Bunyan, but for what? So that he can eat up all the buffs from Waklan as well as Ita. But what's it called? He probably benefits as well, since does his charge actually give himself the attack buffs too? If it does, then I guess that's the purpose we want to. Also, it might also just be a compensating fact for how he has low HP. I'm presuming he has low HP. And the reason why he has low HP is very obvious. You want him to die as fast as possible. Limit on charge. I thought he had 2 damage buffs. Oh, maybe I was just imagining things. You think Dogboy has a really bad 3-star pose? Yeah, he's really channeling Hephaestus there, or that one guy from Live a Hero. Terrible posture. Anyway, let's continue with the next quest. Limit, and I feel like there's something else. I need to look at this. Am I imagining things? Oh, just the self it's limit. He gives brawn to allies, I see. I mean, he has some ways of building charge, but they're not that amazing, I think. Well, he has the balancing effect of giving a massive amount every time we set. It's okay, I guess, but not for grinding. Yeah, this banner is like cursed with the Hephaestus pose and the Behemoth variant. It's truly one of the banners of all time for me. That beginning intro sounds terrible though. was the shittiest sounding synthesizer ever. The middle riff is pretty okay though, I guess. Well, you notice that he has to rely on 40% guts on moves after he uses charge healing. Yeah, but then you'd have to move him, which, yeah, I don't know. He's thematically, I guess it makes sense. I read that Saint Bernard in real life was a martyr of some kind. So this unit's meant to die. It matches. So it's not gonna be usable, but it matches. You predicted my hated event. I mean, now that this event's finally out, this event has been known about for ages. Even I knew about it. I'm not following weak sources or anything, but I have people telling me about it. Even people on servers with people I don't directly talk to, they just shared in the server. Oh yeah, it's gonna be Behemoth and Dagon and etc. and etc. And I knew it, and I was like, wow, big flop, but whatever. I get to see my stones for Christmas Shrine. So, I was good. I don't mind gameplay. Well, that's not true. I don't mind character spoilers in terms of just knowing what units are in the game. Well, that's not entirely true, but when it comes to units that will just be playable, I don't really care too much about. Like, for example, it's like I have favorite characters and I'd like to prepare for them for my variants and all that. Well, it's also like it depends on the kits, and the kits are never released ahead of time, right? Because that stuff is volatile as heck. Not to mention, sometimes the art's just shit, so you never know. Still better than every other new event track this year. That's a very low-hanging fruit between fucking Jurassic's Danger music and Valentine Snowfight's skiing Wii Sports music? I don't even know. I'm not following leak sources. I knew about it from a particular tentacle lover, but also from a particular peacefuling server. And it's not like I asked them, they don't know how to keep their mouth shut. They just blab on about it. I'm like, okay, sure. Thanks for telling me, I guess. Not that I was actually asking in the first place. I mean, Harvey knows about some things way ahead of time, like he did about Lade, but I think he didn't know anything about Summer 2. Maybe. Don't know. I know there's a lot of hints from the Discord server from Candy, one of LifeWonders' employees, but I don't really follow those hints because that's usually kept in spoilers or in other servers. Just realized my mic is not perfectly in front of me. Okay. Even as bad as this year's event music is, it's still better than the FKRA event. FKRA event is bottom of the barrel because that's not new music they used, it's music they re-released without touching from several years ago. When was that curtain set up behind you? I've always had this curtain behind me, but I usually just drape it over, what's it called? My cabinet. My cabinet's kind of messy, so that's the main reason why I got it. I didn't want to clean it up, and I needed to have all my things on it so I can quickly work on my hair and my, what's it called? You know, my beard and all that. But just recently, I invested in one of those extender pole things that you can put across the two opposite sides of the rooms, and that let me hang it directly on that without having to drape it over my cabinet directly. So it covers more as a result, but very perceptive of you to notice that, Savi. You You think Arachne and to a smaller extent Benton are the only welfares that I used outside of events. Welfares in this game are shockingly disappointing for long-term use. They are. They're supposed to be, you know, helpful for beginner players or something, but they're not. It's like higher penalty to use just for less usage. Fortunately, we have Yamasa Chieko now, who is dealing as much damage as other units nowadays. In the same damage threshold. Yeah, I mean, Yama's definitely deserved it because even on release, Yama was shit. So that was bizarrely funny. But now he's actually good at base standard. So silver lining for anyone waiting for their event that has been skipped over several times in a row for like several years. So right now that would be Mystic Christmas. Maybe now that you know, it's been in this era when the Evos are actually good. Whenever Mystic gets translated or whichever quest you're following, your shitty units will actually become relevant for today's standards. Used high rarity Astaroths for a while when you were starting out. Yeah, Astaroths was popular mostly for Shenong memes or, I don't know, people were hyping them up, but I always thought they're a bit too complicated to be bothered to be using. Like, I can understand complexity, so it's not like I'm like too stupid to understand it, but it's like, why bother when there's a unit set does so much more, so much simply, just by, you know, standing there existing. Too bad Yamasa Chiiko's skill evolution came out after you were done farming. Jesus Christ, I know, that was so pointless. The only silver lining was we did have that speed update, so it wasn't so bad, even if it was shit to never get 3-turn clears with how crappy the supports were and how unusable Hef was. But yeah, at least it was faster than it normally would have been. By a good margin. Candy did work for LifeWonders. I believe they may have stopped working for them, but then they, still get information from them somehow. So I don't know what their deal is, but he's still giving hints as a result of that. Your first welfare was Yamasa Chiiko, and used 3-star Yama for the first 2 months. That is definitely a choice. I think he had okay damage if you moved him, but then you'd have to move him. Whatever. The units were not that amazing as a whole back then anyway. Why do you only have 3-star Yama though? You could get the 4-star Yamasa Chiiko from the shop too. Okay, let's do this. Look at that amazing flat damage that Dagon is doing. This could totally carry quests. No wonder he's a 5-star. You throw Lion 3-star 10 lows to get 1-turn clears in VSM. I mean, he's an accessible board wiper. You used Tiddenlos for the Berserk. Oh, okay. I mean, I guess they just block your charge constantly in that Virtual Summer Memory quest. Not too many 3-star damage buffers that don't need to move, so I guess it's fine. Alright, we'll now be doing the last quest of the first set of quests. What is my stamina cap? It is even, so we will take a full stamina drink. The charge is just a bonus to closing it out. You could just bring Oscar and blow everyone up instantly from support. Alternatively, you could be like me and just bring Kotaro and then have Labe give him Reflect debuff. How many column clears do we have up until now? Suddenly lost track. a lot, but I can understand why they're releasing more. If the past few events means anything, it seems that they might potentially be straight up killing wide maps in general, or these event quests. In which case, the only two relevant type of maps there would be tall maps, as well as large maps, so board wiping as well as column clearing. And it's good we're getting a few more, if those are really the only two we have to have. With that said, if you have 3 serviceable ones, you don't really need more. Board wipe buffers is a different story though. You're able to get 3 turn clears consistently on virtual memory event actually. You just use guild affiliations to boost shitnunks damage on White Quest and Ombre's pull. Sometimes Ombre fails his pull, but okay. I would have gotten some consistent clears too if the Evos came out sooner. I mean, everyone can say that. Alright, block has failed yet. That's good. Reprobus actually clearing his column himself is a bit cursed. I feel that like once that was it. I see. I usually just got 4 turn clears. It was mostly a range issue, not a dealing enough damage issue. Yeah, you try not to use affiliations because you use a bunch of diverse units for grinding in high difficulty quests. I use affiliations liberally nowadays, but for events, I don't bother with them really. Unless I incidentally have them. Like right now, the invaders, I'm using that right now. But only because I invested in them for the Chapter 13 attack seed quest. Alright, we'll now be moving on to the second set of quests. And switch back to Arsalan. You wish they gave Reprobus some suit instead of a red loincloth. I mean, they might release it again later whenever he gets featured in someone else's event. They tend to do that. You seriously have to invest in Wiseman because you're old Dagon. Is he really not doing enough damage? I mean, understandably if he's not doing enough damage, but it's not like these event quests have enormous HP caps. I feel so bad for Doug when looking at the poll. Okay. It's nice that Arsalan can equip the rank EXP booster. What does he boost again? It's like the watermelons? I need to actually look at the drops. Maybe I was bringing the wrong one all this time. Who knows? It might be reversed for whatever reason from the main page. You just use Hote to boost Dagon's damage. I could use a different setup, but I sort of wanted to use Ato despite Harvey, since he seems to be in denial that his Evo's good. But look at this. He's a natural pair with this walk-on setup. Easy clap. And also, he's making shitty Reprobus useful, and now making Arsalan / Dagon stronger too. Alright, hopefully this quest drops melons. Where drops? Oh yeah, it skips the drops now. Okay, so yeah, it's sorted properly.
やりー
You know, at least the grinding is a lot more pleasant now. It seems we're getting consistent 3-turn clears easily, as well as the new speed boost. So this event, I'm sure won't be too painful. It'll just be a dream that I can wake up from very quickly. Unless Walk-on fails his buff spread. Then I'll be briefly awakened to the nightmare that it is. So pay attention to the ARs I'm bringing. This is pretty much the optimal kind of ARs you can bring for this. Maximum amount of rank EXP plus the friend bonus, a friend point bonus as well. Because there's no other resource you can boost besides the ones from the ARs I'm using right now. Morning, Ara. Time to wake up. What does that mean? What did he mean by this? You're going for unit EXP instead of friend points? I mean, okay. If you're doing that outside of dungeons, more power to you, I guess. It's not like this is rewarding that much. It's still better than points couples, but still, it's... I don't know. It's not like there's a mob to be grinding for this event. Oh, thank God there's no mob or AR to grind for this event. So you can just hop off as soon as you're done getting all the items you want. No need to dilly-dally from there. Which means you probably won't be grinding for unit EXP that much either. You're kind of surprised Golden Burst getting more evasion skill. So he's gonna be a buffer, but he became damage dealer instead. I mean, he is always a damage dealer of some kind. So it's not too surprising. And it's not too surprising he has some sort of weapon change thing going on given his weapon lore. But it literally makes no sense in terms of its utility when it's effectively just shot range. And he doesn't even have any after buff effects too. So if you don't know, Golden Burst has this very bizarre ability where he bestows himself an irremovable weapon change to shot that lasts for 1 turn, every turn start at a guaranteed rate. And only if his CP is under 100, which it does not matter because if that restriction was there or not, because he will just switch to a different weapon type anyways. If it was 100 CP, given that it's only a regular weapon change, not charge weapon change. So I don't understand the existence of that besides just being for lore. Yeah, I mean, that's generally what summer units are when it's just a straight up summer theme like this. Not very inspiring events, whether it's Akiba and Dragons or this event or things like that. It's usually the more off-kilter ones like Summer Pool Twilight that try to have a very unique vibe where it becomes more interesting. Charge luck matter? Nah. So dumb. Golden Busties kit is AI generated. Oh, I can believe that, honestly. Actually, no. AI would make something shit like this. It makes no sense. What the fuck? At least AI generation would make some semblance of sense, but I don't know. He's pretty much just 1 turn calm clear plus Sasagwa, and that's it. As in Sasagwa's turn 1 relief. Bizarre thing too is he can refresh that when he charges, but he can't refresh it when he charges on turn 1, which he has his charge on turn 1, because they're the same buff. Unless there are different buffs. Can you confirm that, Naruto? If the expansion of movement he has on arrival is the same status as the one in his charge. not that it matters, because you'll never need to have that extended movement beyond turn 1 anyways. It's the same status? Oh my god, there's no point to it then, to have it on charge. Because he's never going to get his charge after turn 1 again. The only way it would be helpful is if he misses completely in turn 1. But he's not, because he's magic range, and also you're fearing everyone to presumably be in front of the enemy. So, like, what? You haven't looked at Golden Bustin's kit too much, but now that I look at it, it's got some weird choices indeed. I honestly don't remember anything besides the extended movement as well as the turn 1 charge and the weird weapon change thing. It's like, outside of turn 1, why would you want to use them? I don't really remember the rest of this kit. Maybe he had guts, maybe he had some defensive things, but it does not matter. It doesn't look that incredible either way. I fucking hate the beginning of this song. It's so stupid. Which is a shame because the rest of it is okay. Oh no, Behemoth's here. Time to kill him. This is the first time we got our song charge. Deserved. Oh man, such a shame I didn't get any of the units in this banner. How will I ever live without these units? Anyway, we will continue. Though technically speaking, it's still like the second best event in terms of kits for this year so far, so that's sadly funny. Considering Valentine's Snow Fight's only redeeming thing was probably Yoritomo's magic enhancement, which he had non-guaranteeable rates for his effects. So he couldn't even get his max damage. It's okay, think of Christmas Strong. Christmas Strong, Christmas Strong. Yeah, his unique unction strengthening lets him sprint to his charge pretty reliably. Oh, is that what it does? I didn't actually get a chance to read his unction strengthening effect, but it's a nice compatibility with how much damage he's already doing in his regular attack. It's nice that LifeWonders, instead of trying to tone down damage buffs, they have fully embraced the damage stacking meme in these kits, and now everyone's just regularly doing, 10 to 100,000 on the regular attack and like 100 to 10 million under charges very naturally. It's funny. You're praying for Housamo longevity so you can sure win ticket Summer Arsenal in the next 4 years. I have a few units that I'm hoping to... it's a bit of a shame because I didn't actually get the selector ticket last year. That's like kind of my regret. I know the units available were completely irrelevant to me, but still, it's a fun experience to miss out on. But it's just like money down the drain anyways. But it's like people complain about gachas being a waste of money and exploitative. But it's like I'm not the kind of person that just buys a bunch of games and gets my money's worth out of that. Because it's like There's actually not that many games that beat me per se. And when I do beat them, that's it, right? I'm not the type to keep on replaying them. There's some freaks out there. I mean, I shouldn't call them freaks, but I don't personally understand people who replay video games very often. Like I have my best friend IRL constantly replays what's called that one game that you can do a bunch of mods on, Elder Scrolls or some shit like that, or the Zelda games that are like 10 billion years old. Meanwhile, I got the Neo Zelda, I beat it within like maybe a couple weeks. It was super fun, but then I didn't pick it up after that. Like, I'm not gonna be going on and discovering more things and then making, Twitch clips of it and getting notoriety for doing like bugs or something like that on Twitter. It's like, the fuck? I'll just play it and that's it. So that's why I kind of like gacha games I don't mind spending, infrequently, but still regularly on it instead of actual new video games. Because I'm not gonna be spending that money on other video games that much anyways. And when I do, it's just, it's a one and a done. Which character keeps saying diabetes? Is that Arslan? He's saying diving. How did he accidentally clear a banner you're not supposed to care about? Oh my god, Harvey. The curse. You just wanted Ryota? Oh, I see. You wanted a behemoth. Did you spend a lot of stones for this? Just for the 4-star? Or did you actually just get everyone very easily? Wow, Harvey, I'm bragging. By the way, check it out. The 8 meta's here. Look at it! Look at the 8 meta! You need to believe in the power. He's making Wakamugen work with any team as a comp here, and also making fucking Reprobus a comp here. The 8 meta's here. You did, and you got Band Typhon with the ticket because I didn't have a good water attacker right before playing Summer Shiva on New Year's. You'll keep on complaining about doctors. Okay. I mean, complaining about doctors can be fun. I still want Band Typhon, but not for the kid anymore. I just think he's really cute. And he sounds. I like his voice acting too. Alright, the Behemoth is best. He's probably is the best in this banner. I mean, Arslan big damage is fine, but we have a lot of comp gears. It's just Behemoth is filling a niche that needed to be filled for a long time. The Christmas Ryota niche. So he just seems like particularly good. This team looks cringe. I think you mean this team looks super fast and reliable and does one-hit KOs very easily. Amazing, right? Anyway, you get the idea. Already better than Harvey's team, according to Harvey's screenshot. I'm gonna need to take a look at it and slander it later. I hope you're walking with Sips Buster. No! Honestly, it would have never whiffed if it weren't for fucking Reprobus. I would have been happy with my Smoky God damage dealer. But instead I'm forced to bring Reprobus, which is ironically also doing enough damage to clear. What you got was going. Anyways, that is all of the drop quests. I'm gonna go ahead and review the rewards now. I probably should have done this sooner. So this is my login bonuses as well as some guild items and some ally points for the login bonus as well. Whatever. So nothing particularly special unless you're a big fan of guild team arrangement. The skill evolutions actually do make Typhon nice. I use them in your Fire Ether Kill Quota team. Typhon's Evo is okay. The on-arrival Gwent is certainly a choice. Alright, we'll go to the item exchange and review what items are available. 10,000 friendship points. Now pull the FP gacha. I probably will sometime later. Hey, it's Dalgon. Sorry I got your group kit, but let's review. There is no change in the quantities of blossoms, of course. Still 10 level seeds, which is nice. And you can see I have an excess of all these limit break materials, so this shop is going to be pretty much done for me within a week and a half or something. So I just go ahead and collect the tickets, the friendship points, the what's it called, certificates, as well as the souls. I don't even get the boosts. Oh yeah, and the seats, of course. Wait, this music is reused. Do they not have a new shop song? That's kind of sad. Yeah, I was just using this even in the beginning too. Anyway, I'll do the exchange later. It's not too important that I get any of these items right now. We did get a confirmation from Erta that Yamasachiko's not in the shop, so I won't bother looking at anybody's shop. I'll just head over to my guild. Get PTSD from the shop music. I don't actually dislike this song. The only problem with it is it's a very short loop, but I think it's a pretty nice loop, honestly. Let's move that out of the way. Let's do. So, that was Seaside Summer School with you too. God, I hate remembering all these names. They're so fucking long. These Japanese names, I swear. Marine Resort Crisis. That's it. Delete Seaside. But yeah, this event is... It's okay. It's better than Valentine's Snow Fight, for sure. The skins are complete snore. I don't know what the theme is besides... What is the theme of this? It's sharks, but then no one really has sharks in their thing. It says marine, but I don't know. It's not trying to be anything special. It's just a summer event, straight up, without any bells or whistles. The Blahaj event, yeah, I did use Blahaj in my title recreation. So I'm surprised we didn't get the shark as a mob since he has his own sprites. It's supposed to be a diving event. Don't we already have a few underwater events too, between Virtual Summer Memory and... Well, it might be just Virtual Summer Memory, actually. Still, it doesn't look like anyone's diving, per se. They're all just splashing in the water, just like Akiba Dragons. So, this theme, it's a flop. The theme is a flop for this event. I'm not gonna beat around the bush. They did nothing with it. They decided to make it a sequel, of all things, to another non-themed summer event. And, yeah, there's nothing going on for it. Besides, there's sharks, except no one has sharks, and there is no new shark. Sure. Besides that, the kits are pretty decent. Half of them, anyways. Reprobus is miss, Dagon is miss, and Golden Buxty is also miss. But Behemoth and what's it called, Arsenal seem alright. So if you like either, good for you. I'm skipping though. Well, I already threw in a few tickets, but not enough that I would feel bad. They spent all the effort in the trailer. It's so bizarre. Why would they hype it up with a preview trailer like that? Look at all these mobs, and then doo-doo, a shark jumps out with the most 10 out of 10 animation. Is definitely a choice. I think it was just hype for Dagon, I guess. Even though... Does Dagon even have the most views in the trailers? I don't even think he does. It's probably just Reprobus. We're diving with the Toyo's Fugan, yeah. It's odd that this event got promotional preview, you know. I'm kind of expecting more. Yeah, no, it's their way of... Maybe their video creator just had a bunch of free time. It doesn't seem like something that LifeWonders would directly ask them to create. Thanks for the stream. Yeah, of course, anytime. Or every time, rather. The fact that they didn't put a new shark unit is disappointing. Yeah, I'd love to have a new shark in this game. There's Typhon, although he's technically not a shark, and then there's the mobs. The mobs are pretty cute. The shark mobs are pretty decent in this game. But more fish flicker would be nice. Lion Boy Bulge does the work, because ain't no way the swimsuit holding up on, you know... well, that's just swimsuits in general for this game. Anyway, that's pretty much it for me. Hope you guys enjoy your Blahajs and hug them tightly as the end of this event draws near. Hopefully it draws near. Look forward to the discussion, most likely, is this coming weekend. Man, that's so far away. We start on Tuesday, so it just seems like 10 million miles away now that we have to wait until like 5 or 6 weekdays to pass. Jeez. And on top of that, look forward to the Challenge Quest run. That'll be, of course, a new format that I began last event. That'll just be in the very tail end event, so 2 more streams coming up. That's pretty much it. But yeah, thanks again for joining. Hope you guys have a good time, and I'll see you then. Peace.